All right, Vinny V chimes in. He says, hey, Joel, love the show. If the 12-team playoff had existed in the modern era of college football, i.e. since 2007, what teams would have had the best chance to get in the playoff as a low seed and make a run? Johnny Manziel's 2012 A&M team comes to mind for me. I think they would have been an 8 or 9 seed and very well could have won the national championship. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I haven't really gamed it out that low, like low seeds. I don't think there are many low seeds that would have won. And it's hard for me to go back to 07 because the playoff really was only a thing, since 14. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to modify your question. And Vinny, this might not be what you want, but I'm going to modify your question. And I'm just going to say non-playoff teams in the playoff era that I think actually could have or would have won the national championship in those years. You bring up a good one, though. That A&M team, they were 10th in the last AP poll. They had 2 losses. Season opener against Florida. That was Manziel's first start. That was a really good team. Won their last 5. Win over Alabama. I believe they beat Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl that year, I want to say. But anyways. All right, the 3 teams that didn't make the playoff that I think could have or would have won the national championship. 2014 TCU with Trevon Boykin. That team was incredible. Number 2 scoring team in the country. Only loss was by 3 to Baylor on the road in Waco. There was no Big 12 conference championship game, if you remember. And so the Big 12 was trying to game this out and basically say co-champions so they could try to get Baylor in, who lost to West Virginia on the road, and TCU. And the playoff was like, you know what? Bam, you're gone. We're going to take Ohio State with Cardell Jones, who just smoked Wisconsin. 4 seed was Ohio State. They won the whole thing, beat Alabama, and then beat Oregon. So that TCU team went to the Peach Bowl, I believe, and just thumped an Ole Miss team. That team could have won the national championship. That team was really, really good. Next up, the very next year, the defending national champion, the 2015 Ohio State Buckeyes. They only lost 1 game, and I believe it was due to poor coaching. And I've said this, don't worry. Everyone don't tweet Coach Meyer. I've said it right to his face. If Ezekiel Elliott gets the ball more against Michigan State, they win that game. They lost at home to Connor Cook's Michigan State team and didn't even go to the Big Ten championship game and missed out on the playoff. I think the 2015 Ohio State team, that's a team that definitely could have won the national championship. Lost to Michigan State by 3, largely because they tried to run the ball way too much with JT Barrett and not with Ezekiel Elliott. They should have given the ball to Elliott. If they give it to him 20 times, they win that game maybe by 1, maybe by 7, and they're in the playoff and maybe win the national championship. And then the last one, and this one's obvious, and I know everyone's going to be like, well, duh. Last year's Georgia team, 2023, back-to-back defending national champions, 29-game win streak, lose a game to Alabama in the SEC championship game, get left out of the playoff. That's a team that absolutely could have won the national championship. In fact, they would have been Michigan's most difficult matchup in the country. But they didn't go, and Michigan won the national championship, but they were number 1 all season. 29 straight wins. That's an easy one. So 2014 TCU, 2015 Ohio State, 2023 Georgia. Thank you for watching the Joel Klatt Show YouTube channel. And if you liked this clip, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date on all of my college football coverage.